breaking the wall of impersonal learning experiences. Kishoth Navaretnarajah, DreamSpace Academy, Sri Lanka.
So I'm not Kishoth, I'm Aravinth. So yeah, there was a situation. All the great changes are preceded by chaos. This may not be true for a lot of countries, but it's true for us in Sri Lanka because we have been in war for 30 years and we have been hit by a great, bigger natural disasters. So yeah, we have a little bit of statistic here, and what I want to talk today is like what is the motivation that we have and how we are solving the problem. So Sri Lanka has been a chaotic country for quite some time, so there are several international NGOs or international organizations give a lot of things for free, you know, even things and solutions and policies are given for free. Sri Lanka just take it. So because of this thing that Sri Lanka has lost the talent and the knowledge to build solutions, local solutions and innovation. You can see the statistic that they are really on the low edge and so on. The problem of this, I would love to tell a small story that one of the borderline village, a village at the forest, they don't have electricity. When I grew up during the war zone, we didn't have electricity, and they have a lot of issues with wild elephants. So an international organization actually decided to build a solar panel-based electric fences, and they put a lot of effort. As usual, a lot of international people and small amount of local people, and what happened, they install all this thing, it doesn't work. Because someone thought that, okay, there are elephants, they are killing people, so we need to stop that. But actually, this doesn't work because they use reflective solar panels. So if you ever show a mirror to a monkey, it's offending the monkeys. So they actually destroyed all the solar panels. And this is one great example that why an international standard solution cannot work for a local problem. So we have created DreamSpace Academy because it's not only about project-based learning or STEM, because we have seen the stories of several makerspaces and STEM education centers all around the world, especially in China. 3,500 of them were shut down because they don't have really a deep impact because they just all stay to the classrooms and they don't go beyond that. So that's how we decided we need to put a lot of things together, and project-based learning is one of that. We have like 6 labs, electronics lab, mechanics lab, wet lab. We do like, you know, grow algae and spirulinas, and we have a gastronomy lab, and where we are finding alternative food or like, you know, probiotic drinks based on hibiscus, and then we have a textile lab, you know, taking silk out of silkworm without killing the worm, and advanced material composite lab where we can actually you know, develop degradable electronics. So we build this capacity for students and kids, especially in different regions, and then what do we do with that? So we need to solve our problems. We cannot import our solutions. So we take open source innovation and we develop product from that. And there are a group of people, they are core team, they work at community innovation, and this does not end as a childish fun project, but this develops into a product. And of course, we need a lot of international mentorship on subjects, so that we send, as one of our speakers said, that, you know, we send a lot of scientists from here. They go there and develop a curriculum around the project that they are working. For example, when we wanted to build water quality measurement tool, we have the knowledge on electronics and mechanics, but we need a chemist, electrochemist or biochemist who should tell, you know, more about that. And then we send person from here who creates a curriculum around the project. And then ultimately that we work with the local government organization and then spin this innovation, the prototype, into product which can be scaled across Sri Lanka. Some of the projects that I have shown here, but I would love to show what is the impact that we have created here. So as you can see, the first image is from the town, the particular town. We have more than 80 kids, where we have trained more than 200 kids. We are a very young organization, and then we have adopted a jungle, the borderline village, where they are affected by elephants. There are 104 kids, and we provide programs for them. And then we have also a lot of youngsters developing certain program in one of our center called DreamSpace Terrace. So we have been we have been chosen by very prestigious award like Duke of International Award and Stockholm Water Prize as a regional coordinator to evaluate the applications from the local region and send them to UK and Sweden. And also we have been collaborating with several international organizations. And so for us, it's not only about science engagement. We have to break multi-dimensional wall. So one of that is a social issue. Like when I spoke about the issues that people are getting killed by elephants, and the elephants are dying, and then they don't have water. And when we said that, you know, when I was young, 4 months, and some places up to 10 years they didn't have electricity. I told this problem to a colleague of mine from London. He said, "Oh, in my life, the biggest tragedy I had was his ice cream fell on the street one day, and this is the biggest strategy. So what we are trying to do, that we are a catalyst of a new movement, and then we want to create this co-creation and coexistent environment. And if you are interested in us, invite us, support us, and speak with us.
Thank you. Thank you. Any questions for Aravinth? Yep, Stefan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very convincing, and you are convinced, obviously, in what you are doing. Therefore, my question is, what was your biggest surprise during the course of the project?
So, as a lot of the people, they said that the social problem, right? You know, how do we incentivize parents to allow kids to work with us? Because in Sri Lanka is a colonial country, anything that has a label of British Council is more credibility, and then when we don't have that. So we have to create a certain incentive for the parents so that they can send the kids. This is one of the biggest struggle that we had. And also the community innovation team, they are actually graduates, or like, you know, actually in undergraduate, these students. And they have to come to and work with us for a small amount of salary, which is again a problem, a socio-economic problem. So we also have to incentivize them by like bringing them to international events. So my co-founder Kishoth is also here. He just came directly from the flight after flying for 16 hours. So that's why he didn't speak. So these are the issues that we face. A lot of social issues and also political problems. So we have arranged these scientists flying every month to give program. And in April, we had a blast from ISIS. And all of them, they canceled. So we lost several months of a program in this. And yeah. Things like that. Yeah.
We had a question from Yvette.
I absolutely love the project, and I think it's nice to see the power is with the community, but I'm interested to hear more about how those international researchers work with the community, and if there are struggles between the problems that the community want to solve and what the researchers want to do.
So I can tell you one example. What is the incentive for the international researchers to go to Sri Lanka and stay there for 4 weeks? And what is that they have to change? So one of the first, the trainer from D-School, HPI, she went a design thinking trainer. So in a standard design thinking trainer, people just do a lot of things. But in Sri Lanka, after the lunch, they wanted to sleep. And she said, okay, can we do that? I said, yes, you have to change the way of your design thinking to the Sri Lankan model. And this is one thing. Second thing, and all these people, even though they are international researchers, probably German citizens by paper, but they have ancestry to other country. And they always wanted to give back something to their country, but they didn't know how to do it. So when we invited them, and then they really voluntarily came and stayed with us for 4 weeks, so that all the program that we have developed under Open Knowledge Foundation or Inspiral co-governance model can be replicated in their country. And this was one of the incentives for them.
Any more questions? Okay, we'll leave it for the break. We've got the co-founders you can talk to later on. Thank you very much, Aravinth.
Thank you.